Scientists find that there are secret tunnels connecting your skull to your brain. This is something we didn't know. Did you know you have tiny tunnels in your head? That's okay, no one else did either until recently. And this is what they look like. This is by Harrison and colleagues on Nature Neuroscience, 2018. That's exactly what a team of medical researchers confirmed in mice and humans back in 2018. Tiny channels that connect skull bone marrow to the lining of the brain. The research shows they may provide a direct route for immune cells to rush from the marrow into the brain in the event of damage. Isn't that something? Previously, scientists have thought immune cells were transported via the bloodstream from other parts of the body to deal with brain inflammation following a stroke, injury, or brain disorder. This discovery suggests these cells have had a shortcut all along. The tiny tunnels were uncovered when a team of researchers set out to learn whether immune cells delivered to the brain following a stroke or meningitis originated from the skull or the larger of the two bones in the shin, the tibia. The specific immune cells they found were neutrophils, the first responders of the immune squad. When something goes awry, these are among the first cells the body sends to the site to help mitigate whatever is causing the inflammation. The team developed a technique to tag cells with fluorescent membrane dyes that acts like cell trackers, and they treated these cells with the dyes and injected them into the bone marrow sites in mice. Red tagged cells were injected into the skull, and green tagged cells into the tibia of the leg. Once the cells had settled in, the researchers induced several models of acute inflammation, including stroke and chemically induced meningoencephalitis. They found that the skull contributed significantly more neutrophils to the brain in the event of a stroke and meningitis than the tibia, but that raised a new question. How were the neutrophils being delivered? And when they said we started, Matthias Narendorf of Harvard Medical School and Massachusetts General Hospital in Boston said, we started examining the skull very carefully, looking at it from all angles, trying to figure out how neutrophils are getting to the brain. He said, unexpectedly, we discovered tiny channels that connect the marrow directly to the outer lining of the brain. And using organ bath microscopy, which uses a chamber full of solution to maintain the integrity of the isolated tissue while it's being examined, the team imaged the inner surface of the mouse's skull. There they found microscopic vascular channels directly connecting the skull marrow with the dura, which is the protective membrane that encases the brain. Normally, red blood cells flow through these channels from the interior of the skull to the bone marrow, but in the case of a stroke, they were mobilized to transport neutrophils to the opposite direction from the marrow to the brain. This was in mice, though. To find out if humans have something similar, the researchers obtained pieces of human skull from surgery and conducted detailing imaging. They noticed channels there as well, 5 times larger in diameter than the channels in the mouse skulls in both the inner and outer layers of the bone. Since the original discovery of these tiny channels, researchers have studied them more closely in mice, confirming in 2021 that the connection they found they form in the bone to bone marrow means the blood cells taking the trip are not derived from the bloodstream, but they are indeed produced directly from nearby marrow, making them highly localized and specific. So this is an amazing discovery because inflammation plays a role in many brain disorders, and this could help scientists understand so much more about the mechanisms at play. It could also help understand conditions such as multiple sclerosis, wherein the immune system attacks the brain. The original discovery was published in the journal Nature Neuroscience. It was first published here in August 2018. This is from Science Alert. Michael Starr, please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.